Hello guys, welcome back to Ryuichi Plays Tekken, or Technic. My name is Ryuichi, and today what I decided to do with all the stuff we had, seeing as I had a cool leather cap and some fancy gold leggings, that I would just turn around and just make myself an iron chest plate to complete the awesomeness. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Nether. We're going to see if we can find some stuff, and because we need to find some glowstone for the transmutation tablet, because we need a philosopher stone, and then we'll start up with the equivalent exchange. And a neat little trick is that if you master a gravel, you will make flint. So just a neat note there for you guys. And I think we have everything we need. We're gonna go place everything we have in this chest. Hopefully, let's go back for some food and see if we have any in the chests. No. So I think we'll just take all this wheat. I had plenty of time to ready up, and I'll make a bunch of bread and we'll get ready to go to the Nether. So I took some of that flint and I used it to make another macerator, because we're going to need two. Two is the minimum for when we get deeper into industrial craft, because we're going to want to macerate as many things as we can in the amount of time we have. Here's a dog again. Walk by. We're just going to throw everything we got into this chest. At the moment, all we really need is the backpacks, some cobblestone if we need to build a platform. We do need some torches. Axe, not really. We need a pickaxe and a ruby sword, because pickaxe we might actually find some cool nether ores there. But you don't want to mine nether ores, because you will anger all of the mobs around you. So make sure there's no pigmen at the moment, or you'll get attacked. So let's get on through. First, let's just eat. I think with the armor I have, we should be alright. Just to find some glowstone. I prefer to have the best armor possible, which will make it so you can pretty much can't die, and just use that and go back into the Nether and just mine all the the gold ore and the diamond ore, because when we get into equivalent exchange, that stuff's gonna be worth a lot, and we're gonna use it to get some more useful items. So we got some nether ores here. We got some nether redstone, some nether iron. And as I was saying, yeah, use that stuff to just mine it, because then the zombie pigman can't kill you. But for now, it's better to relax and just get what you need in the Nether and get the heck out. Although there is a whole lot of nether gold, so let's hope we don't die. And I'm just gonna take the moment to show you guys how nether ores work. So that's good. We got the nether gold and we got the glowstone, and then I'll take some of this nether redstone, because it also works in a different way than you would think. Yeah, also that. Also, you'll hear a hissing sound, kind of like a creeper, and that means your ores are gonna explode. And it could be potentially dangerous, because there could be lava underneath or anything of that sort. So I would make sure you listen for that and you get away from that. So we're gonna head back and we're gonna start on some equivalent exchange. Finally, this will turn the game into a completely different experience. Everything pretty much changes when you get into equivalent exchange. Let's take all this crap. Also, there's a troll with these nether ores. It's called nether tin ore, and it'll look like every other ore. And that stuff is useless. You can't use it to make anything. So when you're digging, you probably dig that nether tin ore, and the game trolls you. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but keep an eye out for that stuff. So we got some nether tin, some nether redstone and some nether gold. And I'm going to show you, you take charcoal and you burn that nether gold ore and it just becomes regular gold ore. So that's useful information for later on. It's good to have nether ores because you can exhaust your ore supply in your house, but the nether you can just run in and run out, get all the stuff you can find around where you are. So to start, we need a Philosopher stone. That's going to need 4 glowstone and 4 redstone, and that is a Philosopher stone. This thing is pretty useful. You want, for one, if you really like stone things and you hate burning your cobblestone because it takes forever, there you go. You turn it into cobblestone and back. Also, you can make your house completely out of dirt, and later on you'll just come back and shift then use, and turn it into cobblestone, and then you can turn that into stone, smooth stone, and back and forth, and that's pretty much how that works. Next, we're gonna need is a transmutation tablet, and that's gonna require Philosopher stone, some obsidian. I think it's also glowstone again, so we'll see. Nope. Just take a second. Use the NEI interface that we got, which saves us a whole bunch of time. So it's going to be called a transmutation. It's called trans. And so we need stone. And luckily for us, we took that time to burn up that stone. So here we go. We have just enough. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Place the Philosopher Stone right in the middle, and we have ourselves a transmutation tablet. You can place this pretty much on the floor if you want. I think it looks kind of bad when you just plop it on the floor, so I like to put like cobblestone or stone or obsidian right underneath, and then you place it on top. I learned it from a video I saw. It's nicer this way. I think it was Duncan, Yogscast Lalna. He did that, so I always thought it was much better. So once you get this transmutation tablet, you're gonna want to learn everything that you own. So you place it into the fire to burn it directly into EMC, which is the values of things. So if something is worth 5 EMC, you can take 1 lapis, burn it, and turn it into a whole bunch because the lapis is worth 864. Now, there is a caveat to this. You cannot put fuel and matter in and use them at the same time. Matter is going to be all of your blocks and ingots and things like that. Fuel is going to be charcoal, coal, nickelite, glowstone, redstone, and the alchemical stuff that we have later on, the alchemical coal and further on. So make sure that you don't try to put fuel in there, because sometimes when you place something in this side that doesn't belong, it will actually disappear and could be transported anywhere on the map, and you pretty much lost it. So a lot of these special tools like the copper cable, these aren't going to work, either matter or anything. So don't try to put them in there. So for now, we're just going to learn some copper. We're going to learn some seeds. Just place all of them in there. Learn gold nuggets. Learn a stick. Planks. Cobblestone. Stairs. If you don't want to lose the stuff you're trying to learn, don't place it into the fire because it'll be gone. Place it right on this side, right here, and it'll say learned. Flint and steel can be learned. Torches can. All of your ruby and sapphire tools can be learned, and that's pretty useful. It saves you the time of finding all these rubies and sapphires. And what we're going to want to learn in the end is diamonds, because diamonds is what we're pretty much looking forward to making. Let's go into the chest, and like I said, tungsten is your friend. You find tungsten, you dig it up, and you keep it, because it's worth twice as much as a diamond, so you can pretty much turn that stuff into way more diamonds than you can hope for. So we're going to sell all these things in this tool test these iron and stone and wood tools, just sell them. I mean, if you like to use stone tools and iron tools instead of using your sapphire and ruby tools, that's cool. But I just like to sell all the old tools that I used in the beginning. Sell all but one of every one of these special things that you have, like the special rubies and sapphires, because you're going to want to keep one of everything in order to transmute it later on with the transmutation tablet. Because there's another trick with a transmutation tablet. Whenever your EMC gets beyond a point, you cannot find that certain thing. So like cobblestone, it's not in here, you know. But if we put first let's learn dirt. If we put something worth nearly as much as cobblestone, like dirt, it's worth exactly the same, 1 EMC, we can get cobblestone. We can find it, and that saves us a whole bunch of time. With 6.1, which is the 1.1 Minecraft version of Technic Pack, all of these don't actually have shift clicking. Shift clicking just sends one of it into your inventory. If you want to play the later versions instead of just 6.01, you want to play like 7 or 6 point whatever, they may not be as stable as this version, but they will have a lot of the features that are featured in Minecraft 1.23 and 1.25 respectively. Alright, so let's just go to bed. So what I want to do now is take the time to create another pretty sweet item that's it's part of this game. It is called the JetPack. Now, the JetPack in Tekkit is pretty much useless because you will take fall damage, because your jetpack doesn't slow down or speed up when you're flying. It just goes, and then you're on the floor and you're taking all of that fall damage and you're pretty much screwed. But in this version of Technic Pack, they have this thing called hover mode, which I'll show you how to turn on. And while you're going up, it'll slow your speed down, so it can make it a little bit more laborious to fly up. But when you're going down, it slows your speed down and makes sure you don't take tons of fall damage. So you sacrifice height for safety, pretty much. Speed for safety. And I think it's worth it. When I first played Tekkit, once I realized I learned how to make a jetpack, I couldn't live without it. So let's go ahead and make all the stuff necessary to creating a jetpack. Now, with equivalent exchange, there's a neat trick that all of the dusts of the ores are going to be worth exactly the same as the ingots. So once you learn the ingots, you don't have to spend the time smelting them, because once you turn it into dust, you can place it and learn it, or burn it. You might want to burn it anyway, and you can take the ingot out worth the same price, so you won't be losing any of the EMC that you have stored up in your transmutation tablet. Now, also, you can learn pretty much every dust, including bronze, which we learned a little bit earlier. And whenever you're saving and leaving your game, you might want to make sure your EMC is at 0 in the transmutation tablet. Now this hasn't happened to me, but I think there was a little warning from the modders that sometimes the transmutation tablet could reset. So make sure you take all your stuff out, or you check by leaving once and seeing that your game isn't gonna do that to you, because that could be really damaging when you have about 37,000 EMC and you leave and you're pretty much stuck with an empty transmutation tablet. Alright, so let's get back to resource gathering, and I'll show you guys how to make that jetpack. Okay, so creating the jetpack is gonna need a few things. So first thing, we're gonna need a battery pack. I mean, a battery box. So let's take out our materials: 3 batteries, 5 wood, and 1 copper wire. And that is the battery box. Next, we need an electric circuit, refined iron, and glowstone at the bottom. Let's see, I think it's the other way. Or let's try this one more time. Maybe it is regular iron. Not sure. This is the electric jetpack using the battery box. There is a regular jetpack that uses fuel, but I don't like to use that one because fuel is it's way harder to get to than electric. Electricity is way easier, and making it is much less of a pain. So okay, so yeah, it's an advanced circuit. So I'll take the time to show you guys that. You need 2 lapis, 2 glowstone, a circuit, and some redstone. So let's do this. Place the circuit in the middle, lapis on top and bottom. I think, okay, here's the rest of the glowstone. Sorry about that. Here we go, 1, 2. Redstone in the corners, and glowstone on either side, and that is an advanced circuit. Now we have an electric jetpack. This will pretty much be your ally in the beginning of the game, especially with Technic pack, and mostly not Tech-It. Tech-It, like I said, you won't get the hover mode. It'll slow down your descent and ascent, and you will run into some problems with that. So let's try this. Until later on, when we get an equivalent exchange item called the Swift Wolf's Gale, and that is really expensive, but it makes it so you fly exactly as if you were in creative mode. So you don't have to worry about, because with the jetpack you can't fly higher than the world height, and in this version of the game the world height is 64, and you can't, the jetpack will run out of electricity over time, and you can't wear your armor, your chest plate with it, and there's a few other things that will go with it. So first we'll test out the regular flying. This is really fast, and you slow down and you take fall damage. That is bad. You don't want that. So while you're flying, you press the spacebar, you press M, and it'll say hover mode enabled. So you fly slowly and you fall slowly. And now we can pretty much just like float around and do whatever the heck we want, and not have to worry too much about taking damage. So let's learn how to transmute some wood and put some signs over these chests so we can organize them. Alright, so I like to put specific chests with specific items in specific areas. That's just how I am, so it doesn't really matter. So long as you put your chests and you put your stuff that you want in there, you don't have to do it like me. But I like to do it this way, and I also like to do this because my girlfriend always does it whenever we play together, and I'm thinking of actually doing a little series between me and her playing Tekkit, and we'll see what happens. So here we go, shiny stones chest. We put some of this stuff in there. Then we got the tools chest, and then we got the food chest. So now that we got that out of the way, we got our jetpack. We got most of the basic items that we need. So I'll get working on finishing this silly house. What we're gonna make next is, let's see. Hey guys, Ryuichi here. I decided to cut this episode into 2 episodes because I think it was a little bit long. So there may be a harsh cut, and you'll see a part like this split into it. And I think that I'll keep them to roughly 20 to 25 minutes long, so I don't have to worry too much about length issues with YouTube and size issues with the restrictions, because I think that my video editing software and stuff like that isn't able to handle too much of that stuff. So I think I'll just cut it in half, and you'll get to have this weird video in between and in front of the next video. But I will upload both of them, so there will be an episode 7 and an episode 8 at the same time. So sorry for the inconvenience having to watch both videos, but I think it would be easier to do it that way than mess with my crappy video editing software. So thanks.